TRD and Toyota has a great driver development program that starts right at the grassroots of racing, and they're so involved in the grassroots because they know that that's what feeds the NASCAR superstars you see every Sunday.
To see what they've done now, not only on the pavement side of short track racing, but on the dirt side, and all the young drivers they've given opportunities to prove themselves, is pretty neat. It's easy to look back and remember being that guy that wanted the shot, and I always think it's pretty cool to see when somebody gets their shot now. I still remember that feeling.
I know other companies are looking at Toyota and seeing what they're doing, realizing how great of a program it is. Toyota's really ahead of the game. I'm really proud of what they're doing.
It's really an elite level once you get added to the TRD family. And at the end of the day, we know that we're going to be in pretty good equipment, knowing that Toyota has great history in the sport and has won a lot of races and championships. It's a huge deal for us. Drivers all around the world at short track racing are looking at the TRD program as their chance, as their way to make it into the sport, because really they do the best job of taking young drivers and molding them into NASCAR champions.
The TRD development program has given me the opportunity to show my talent in the best equipment. I think it's really hard for a lot of new drivers in the stock car world to get in the best equipment, and they've given me the opportunity to be in that equipment, to show my talent, show everything I worked for. And it's really just like a family of everyone just hanging out, learning from each other, finding out what each other's strengths and weaknesses are, how we can beat each other, how we can make each other better, and how we just all have fun together.
When I started, there wasn't really any development for younger drivers. There was no path. You just worked hard and raced cars and hoped to get lucky at some point. I think the method now is that Toyota uses to find talent, to give them opportunities to showcase their talent, give them opportunities to succeed in the sport is amazing. I wish I could have been a part of that. Toyota brought them through the ranks and brought them, to NASCAR from wherever, dirt racing or from short tracks or from all over the country. It's been impressive to see, and it's been neat to see the talents they brought out of nowhere.
If you look at it, and even asking the TRD people, they understand that they can't develop 15 drivers and have holes for them, but they just hope that they can better the sport and make the sport have a great future. People at TRD have been the ones that have really brought me along and pushed me to these teams like Kyle Busch and Coach Gibbs, and they've really been the ones that have been my biggest supporters. So without them, I wouldn't be here today.
To take someone like Christopher, who is a humble kid, who is just a racer through and through. I mean, he's like Kyle in that. That's all he thinks about day and night. And you can just see that future. I'm really excited about a few of our kids in the program too, because I think they could be very similar to that.
It's very special to be a part of the Toyota Racing Development Driver Program. I look at that as something that I helped formulate with the other guys at TRD, with Tyler, Jack, and David, and the relationships that we've had together, and the times that I've been able to tell them, we gotta have this kid, to the times where they tell me, you gotta give this kid a shot. It's fun where we can go back and forth and we have that relationship that we can lean on one another, and we always have our visions of who we think could be the next star. You never know who those stars are gonna be. The driver program wouldn't exist without KBM. KBM wouldn't exist without Toyota and TRD. It's just the working relationship of all of us together to achieve the same goal, and that's the success of these younger drivers and bringing up through the ranks.
I think most people would say the same thing I do. When people ask me, how do you like your work? I tell them, I've never worked a day in my life. I get to do this every day. The average tenure of a team member at TRD is something like 11 years, a little bit more than that. We have dozens and dozens and dozens of people who have been there for 20 years or more. And so we've all been through a lot together. We're all fiercely, fiercely competitive. We really like to win. We hate to lose. It's great to walk in on a Monday and shake hands and congratulate everybody, but that's 7 o'clock, 7:30, and by 8 o'clock, we're on to next week.
The way entertainment is consumed is changing, and as an industry, I think it's one of our most important challenges to adapt quick enough such that our sport that we love, that we're getting so much value of, continues to grow and continues to resonate across our companies and all of our competitors' companies. If you look forward in 10 years, if we do our jobs, we're going to see 5 or 6 manufacturers competing in the NASCAR Cup Series. And I believe that the sport, the technology will be revolutionized. The cars will look more than ever like the production variants of those cars. And there will be more teams, more successful teams in the sport than there are today. What I'm going to be proud of is that we will have been an instrumental participant in getting the industry, not just Toyota, to this next level of success. I always remind our people, no matter what our level of success or failure is, let's keep our heads down and just keep our focus and continue to be determined to be better tomorrow than what we are today.